Charlie Smith, Jongbanji, Georgia Strait. I'm the editor of the Georgia Strait, which is a weekly newspaper in Vancouver. And I'm happy to be back again for another week on WOW TV. This week, one of the big stories in Vancouver was a community economic summit at Simon Fraser University. And one of the keynote speakers that the university brought in was Robert Reich. And Robert Reich was the Secretary of Labor in the Clinton administration with Bill Clinton. And he's also a very famous economist, author of many books, including his two most recent, Aftershock and Beyond Outrage. And why Robert Reich is interesting is he's also in a movie called Inequality for All, which is being distributed across the United States, and I expect it will arrive in Vancouver pretty soon. One of the issues that he is trying to raise is that incomes, median incomes, which is the middle income, has been declining in recent years across the United States and in many Western industrialized countries. And the problem, he argues, is that as the differential grows between the rich and the middle class, that it reduces the amount of purchasing power in the economy, and that this is one of the primary reasons why we're having slow economic growth in Europe, United States, and Canada. But he came to Vancouver at a very fascinating time because the U.S. government has shut down, in part, because the Congress won't approve the president's spending plans, and there are issues with the U.S. debt ceiling, which needs to be increased later this month. And if it's not increased, the United States would default on its debt, on some of its bonds that it owes. The last time this happened with a major country was, there were the problems in Greece, but in Argentina in 2002, caused all sorts of chaos. But Argentina is a much smaller economy than the United States. So later this month, the president will face a choice. Either the Congress and the president, the Republicans and the Democrats, will agree to lift the debt ceiling, or the Republicans will demand something in return, such as the elimination of public health care, or Obamacare as it's called in the United States. What Robert Reich is predicting is that President Obama may lift the debt ceiling unilaterally without the approval of the Republicans. And he says that this could cause a constitutional crisis because technically it would be illegal for Obama to do this, but he believes that he may have constitutional responsibility to do this. And so this is something we're going to be watching over the next few weeks.